Oh, look. There he goes.
I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you.
Is that a...
It's a
yeah,
guillotine.
It's a guillotine. Yeah. Didn't know they were French.
Do you honestly think you're
Could you be any louder? You really trying to trap yourself, dude?
I had never noticed it before. I was wondering if it would go off if you stepped on it.
Slide. Sleep Token. A band that you and I have known about for quite some time. I remember, I think it was, what, late 2018, early 2019 when we started listening to their stuff, I think.
Yeah, I can't remember.
When was, because I know The Offering was the first one that you and I heard from them. When was
I showed it to you after I found it on Spotify.
Yeah.
It came out 3 years ago.
July 2019. So yeah, 2019. I couldn't remember exactly when it was, but it is like summer 2019. And I remember that was when we subscribed to them. And yeah, I love like their style.
I think you like them even more than I do now.
Well, what do you mean?
Just like, I think you've probably listened to more of their stuff than I have at this point.
To an extent, but at the same time, I would say this: their last one, their last like release of music, I think it was the one that had Alkaline. I thought it was okay. I didn't think it was.
It was better than what released before that, in between The Offering and Alkaline.
Yeah,
which I wasn't as big on. It was a lot softer.
And I'm not against them experimenting around with sound to the point where they are getting comfortable with the kind of music that they're putting out there. But Sleep Token is... I'm sad that we actually missed out on seeing them live because you and I talked about that.
They came to Knoxville and I didn't know about it.
And when they go on tour again, hopefully later this year, if they come to our neck of the woods again, we definitely need to check them out.
So for everybody else in the comment section that's probably like, I have never heard of this band before. They are a metal band. They have clean vocals for the most part.
Yeah.
They have a really, really, really good drummer. And they have kind of a gimmick where none of their identities are known. And
I do know that they're from the UK.
Lore behind themselves that is essentially they're cultists that worship an entity called sleep.
Yeah. So let's see. Oh damn it. Oh, I think we are experiencing...
Where you spilled Coke on the keyboard.
Yep.
Yeah. Looks like you can't type an S now without typing a D with it.
Yeah, that sucks. So, okay. This is the official name, or, like, Wikipedia page for them. They have 4 direct members. Their main member, who is, like, the main songwriter of the group, Vessel, is the lead singer and the main songwriter. And then I think 2 is their drummer. And then after that, I think 3 and 4 are the... I think 3 and 4 are the guitarist and bassist. And I've seen them live. I've seen like their live performances online, and I will say they look like it looks like a pretty good time. It looks like they're having a lot of fun, and I would like to see them live to see if they are that good in person. So. A lot of people are trying to figure out who they are. Like, no one can figure out who Vessel is. There's been people who've like, oh, this person's Vessel, or oh, no, that person's Vessel. And then, of course, it's just like no one can confirm anything because Sleep Token refuses to confirm or deny anything. And I think that's the point of it. I think that that's a great idea to keep people interested in your band, because it just adds another layer of like enigmatic presence that sometimes can be more like can be bigger than the band itself. I mean, for instance,
Well, a lot of the times I hear whenever they ask why they're choosing to remain anonymous, like Ghost did. Like Ghost said they were choosing to put the focus more on the music and less on the people behind the music.
and that's fair. That's more than fair. I mean, that's a great response. I like that.
Interesting concept. Yeah.
But Sleep Token here over the last week released a new round of music, and one of them was called The Summoning. And I think I saw someone recommend this to us, and honestly, I'm down to do it because I like Sleep Token, and I guess we're gonna check this out and see what it has to offer. No pun intended on it. Damn it. Anyway, let's go ahead. This is Sleep Token with The Summoning. Let's go ahead and check it out.
Starting out heavier than most of their songs do.
Oh, yeah. This looks like some Warhammer shit.
That's what I was about to say.
Damn. I like the structure of this. I like just how it's playing around.
Yeah, this might be my favorite song I've heard since the Alpha already.
Yeah. Oh, those are some good chugs. Oh, guitar solo. Interesting. Because I don't think in any of their previous stuff that they've done like guitar solos or anything like that. It's mostly been just like chugging and just like really good heavy rhythms. But I'm not against leads, especially if they fit the song, which it really feels like it really feels like it's fitting in with this.
Yeah.
I mean, so far, this is probably my favorite. Like you're talking, probably my favorite song.
It's only 1/3 of the way through the video, too.
Yeah.
The video itself was kind of interesting choice.
Well,
to just have a 3D model basically and just show it off the whole time.
Well, not only that, but they're also like expanding out what is being shown in the overall scene, because when we first saw it, this thing was cascaded in shadow, and we could make out parts of the silhouette. We could see these spikes on its back, and we could see the gun, and we could see the ball and chain here. But now we see like the full, like what this thing is.
Yeah, and the face showed up at a point and everything.
Yeah, and then now we're seeing two obelisks in the back, that are just like I don't know what their representation is. Good high note. Yeah. Okay. Oh.
Target acquired.
Oh, the lasers are aiming at it. It's like the feel of the song's changing up a bit here.
All right.
All right. Yeah. It's an interesting way for them to change up there at the end.
Yeah.
I mean, it went...
It almost went into a completely different song.
Yeah, almost. I mean, it kept a little bit of the same structure, but for the most part, a lot of the overall like architecture of the song changed, and it got a little more funky, and it got a little more like I mean, soulful, I guess, maybe. I mean, he went from it went from being just like heavy industrial and just like something I could very much imagine being played during a like Warhammer 40K like film. Which by the way, Sleep Token, if you're gonna do music for the Warhammer 40K series that's gonna have Henry Cavill in it, I'm all aboard because I could definitely see y'all coming up with some awesome shit. But yeah, Sleep Token. I mean, for this right here, like the first 2/3 of the song, I would definitely say had me just in on it. I mean, like they were playing with a bunch of different rhythms with the drums. You know, like little polyrhythm change-ups here and there, a little bit of a little timing changes and everything. But then the guitars and the bass kept up with it. Little guitar solo in the middle, which I wasn't expecting, but was really good. Also, the chugging on the, I guess you could consider it like the bridge or maybe the chorus part, was really, really good.
It's hard to say. Like that's definitely not a like formulaically structured song.
No,
it's hard to say which part is which.
Yeah, it definitely has its own. It definitely has like it's a structure all its own. It doesn't really depend on a structure that has been like tried and true. It's not one of the 4 chords of doom songs that you see all the time in pop music. Which I'm glad that I respect the shit out of Ed Sheeran for going on like major TV and it was just like, oh yeah, I can play all the pop songs for you, and when you hear it, you're not going to be able to listen to pop songs anymore because you're going to realize they're all the bloody same. And then he proceeded to like play like 4 chord songs of like all these different artists. And he's like, see, it's like now I bet you when you listen to pop music going forward, you're not going to be able to listen to it anymore because you're going to realize, oh God, it's all the same. It's like, I respect the shit out of Ed Sheeran for doing that, and I'm hoping that it'll make room for like just like different genres, like metal and like different styles of rap, and not the same bullshit trap rap that you see all over the place that offers no substance or anything anymore. I'm just hoping that it opens the door for those genres to have a revitalization and a potential evolution, because you never know where music is going to go, because when new groups come out, people are just like, oh, this sounds like nu metal from like the 2000s, and then I hear it and I'm like, no, this is different, this is something else, this is a whole new beast. And I think that calling it nu metal is sort of not disingenuous, but inaccurate. This right here, some would consider this nu metal because of like how they like the electronica that's in it, and the very simple like
if somebody calls it
simple.
nu metal, they don't understand what nu metal is.
No, they don't. And
nu metal has rap and hip hop elements in it. This didn't have those. Like,
yeah.
I was gonna say the last part. Like I think I'm thinking of the right artist, but I want to say Hozier.
Sort of.
It's sort of like what the end of it kind of reminded me of.
I can hear that.
Yeah, I don't know. There's no hip hop elements in this that I could.
Well, no, and you see, but
pick out at all.
But even back then, dude, they were mistyping nu metal. For instance, they called the Deftones like first 3 albums nu metal. I'm like, that's not nu metal.
Yeah.
That's like a new type of metal that is all its own. But yet it didn't stop them from branding it as nu metal. And I'm like, and I can understand like how you could have hip hop influence and stuff in it, like scratching or samples and stuff like that. But I'd say the electronica that they add in here sort of lends to the more industrial feel, or sort of more I don't know. I don't know the type of genre you would call this. Post-industrial metal soul? I don't know.
Well, the easy way is to say this was progressive melodic metal.
I could see that, although there wasn't really that much like melody in terms of the guitars other than the solo. I mean, they depend very
there
heavy.
was melody in the piano and stuff though later on.
Yeah.
The keyboard is dying more and more quickly now.
Keyboard is broken. That sucks. All right, well, ladies and gentlemen, we hope that you all enjoyed. This was Sleep Token, The Summoning. If you want to see more from Sleep Token, be sure to click their name in the title of the video. And if you want to see more music reactions from us, especially when it comes to stuff that you all think would really pique our interest, let us know. There's another one here that they released. They released a little bit earlier called Chokehold. I'd like to hear that one and see how it is. But yeah, until next time, I'm Nate.
I am Nick.
See you later, everybody. Peace.